Today, we're making Nashville hot Detroit style pizza.
You're gonna wanna take your pizza dough about 2 to 3 hours before you cook. Set it in the pan. I have butter and olive oil in the base, and then we're gonna slowly work it to the corners. And if it doesn't work to the corners right away, just wait about 10 minutes and then re-stretch again to the corners to get it all the way to the edge. Gonna make the Nashville hot chicken before the pizza. Got a cup of all-purpose flour and about a quarter cup of cornstarch. We're gonna season our flour with a little Chickalika Bam Bam bird rub. And some Holy Voodoo. Mix that up. Now we got 3/4 cup buttermilk, about 1/8 of a cup of Frank's Red. Now I got chicken breast tenderloins, and you could brine these to make it even more juicy and tender. I didn't, but I'm gonna cut these into bite-sized pieces for the pizza. Okay, now we're gonna take the chicken, we're gonna add that to our seasoned flour. And we're gonna go into our buttermilk. Then back into our flour again. Throw this on a sheet tray. Make sure it's really seasoned up well and covered everywhere with the flour too. We're just gonna let this sit on this baking sheet until our oil is hot. You can sit longer, and the longer you sit with fried chicken, the better it gets. So definitely let that flour sit on there a little bit. And we're gonna do the same with the rest of our chicken, and then we're gonna fry it at 350. For this recipe, you normally make a spicy oil for it, and you use 3/4 cup of oil after you're done frying, a 1/4 cup of ground cayenne pepper, a tablespoon of smoked paprika, a tablespoon of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of salt. You add that all to your hot oil, but last time I made it, I made plenty, so I already have the reserved oil, so I'm not gonna make that today, but if you want, there's the recipe for you. Okay, now we're gonna get this in our spider, and we'll drop it in the oil. I'm gonna fry in batches, so it stays nice and crispy. And we're gonna fry until it's golden brown. And then we're gonna coat it in that spicy oil. And we're gonna put it on a pizza later. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Okay, we're gonna put these in a paper towel basket. And I bet these fried about 7 minutes or so. It smells so good. All right, we'll fry the second batch, and then we're gonna coat these bad boys in some hot, sweet oil. We're gonna add it to this bowl here. And then remember that hot oil mixture that I showed you earlier? We're gonna drizzle that over all this chicken. And we're gonna sample it before we put it on the pizza, because better check to see if it's all right or not. A little mix. Oh, it's spicy, but the brown sugar in it perfectly balances it out. It's such a good flavor. Our dough has rested for about 3 hours. We preheated our oven to 500 degrees with a stone in it for about an hour to get it nice and hot. And now with wet fingers, we're gonna lightly dimple the dough. Now we're gonna add some really good whole milk mozzarella from Hy-Vee. It's kind of expensive, but we'll see if it's worth it. Get it all the way up in the edges for this Detroit style. We're gonna bake it with just cheese for about 8 minutes. Let's take it out and top it. Pickles down. These are homemade pickles, sliced very thin. Then our Nashville hot that we cooked earlier. Now we're gonna go back in for about 5 more minutes. Okay, the pizza's ready to come out, and I gotta say, this thing looks bomb. All right, we're gonna get this thing out. We're gonna top it with Alabama white barbecue sauce and Frank's Red Hot. What a gorgeous pizza. Okay, Alabama white. And the Frank's Red. Wow.
Wow.
Always the corner slice. It's still so hot. But we're not scared. Crust great on this one. Bottom is looking bomb. Piping hot. Here we go. Oh. The flavors on this one. This might be like a 10 out of 10 pizza. Make sure you try this one and like and subscribe.